Hey everybody, welcome to our place where we highlight the amazing people of Leslie County from the past, present, and the future. I'm your host, Maddie Huff, along with
Holly Napier.
And Montana Couch. Today we're going to be talking to Leslie legend Tim Couch.
Tim, we saw you last weekend at the UK game with Mark Pope, so we were just wondering, do you have hope in Pope?
I do. Yeah, I have a lot of faith in Coach Pope. I think what he's been able to, the excitement he's been able to generate around the fan base already, the way he's recruiting and getting these top guys to come in, just like Cal was doing before him. I'm super excited about it. I think he's going to do a great job. And Mark and I actually, Coach Pope and I actually went to college together at UK. He was on the basketball team, I was on the football team there. So we've known each other for a long time. So I'm super happy for him that he's back at Kentucky, and I think he's going to do great things there.
Okay, so our first question is, what was the best part about growing up in Leslie County?
Oh, I enjoyed everything about it. I think, the friends that I had here, I love the small town atmosphere. That was awesome. And, I just had just great parents and great community that it was so fun to play sports here because, as you guys know, these Leslie County fans are some of the best. They support their football and basketball teams and all sports. And, we would have these stands completely packed every Friday night, and people would be lined up all over the track and everything. And it was so inspiring and motivational for us as players to walk out down on that field and have that type of atmosphere. And I'm just so appreciative that I grew up here in Hyden and Leslie County, and so thankful for all the great influences I had in my life at an early age with my coaches and parents and friends and teammates and everyone I had around me. Just made a big impact on my life. I'm very thankful for that I got an opportunity to grow up here and be around those people.
So our next question is, what do you miss most about living in Leslie County?
Probably my friends. You just because you go to kindergarten all the way through high school with guys and play football with them, play basketball with them, and you just make so many memories. And so I miss my family that my grandparents have passed away now, and so I just miss being back around the like I said, that small town feel that I really love, and just was always so proud to be from Hyden and Leslie County, and I've always tried to represent this area as well as I possibly could with being an athlete and being on a having a certain platform. I've always tried to represent the county as well as I could, and just very thankful from being from this part of the state.
The next question is, who from Leslie County do you think had the biggest impact on you?
That's a good question. There's a few people that jump out. Like I said earlier, that some of the coaches that I had early on. Certainly, my brother was a huge impact. My brother Greg. He was 4 years older than me, and he was a quarterback as well. And so he was kind of that person that was my role model that I was looking up to and showing me the example of what to do and how to become an athlete and how hard you had to work and the dedication and sacrifices you had to make to be a great athlete. So he was the biggest influence. And then Mike Whitaker, Coach Mike Whitaker, who was a great football player here at Leslie County also, and then was my coach, for a few years here as well. So he had a big impact on my career, and just so many people that the list goes on and on. I could thank all those people, all those coaches that I had, and so many great teammates. That's football is a team sport, and no one person can do it alone. It takes for me to do my job, it takes a great offensive line. It takes wide receivers catching the football, and so I had great people around me, coaching and teammate wise, and just very thankful for all of them.
I know you kind of touched on this when we were down at the football field, but if you could give any advice to the students of LCHS, what would it be?
I think my biggest piece of advice would be to there's no goal too high. I think that whatever you put your mind to, you truly can achieve it. If you're willing to, have the right mindset going into it, that you're not going to accept failure. If you fail, then find another way to do it. It was always my mindset. It doesn't, just because you fail or you get knocked back doesn't mean it's over. It means you got to find a different route to do it differently. There's going to be some obstacles on the way to success in life, and in any field you go into, whatever you're doing, you're going to have some setbacks. You're going to have obstacles to overcome, and it's how you react, how you recover from those is what's going to determine your success. The road to be great at something is never just a steady climb up the hill. You're going to fall back a few times, and you got to get back up and work even harder. So I would encourage the kids here to set high goals, to be highly motivated in whatever that you want to do, and have kind of that no quit attitude that you're going to do whatever it takes to be successful.
So what lessons did you learn in Leslie County that you think helped you in life?
I think the biggest thing I learned, growing up here was, from my family. I think I had great parents that, that encouraged me not only to be, chase my dreams as an athlete and be as good as I could possibly be, but they also encouraged me to be a good person. And, I think those are values that I've always taken through my life and what I try to pass down to my kids as well, because, it truly matters how you treat people. And it doesn't matter if, an NFL quarterback or you're a doctor or a lawyer or whatever you are, you treat people the right way. And, I think I've always believed in that, and I got that from my parents, so I'm very thankful for that.
What were some difficulties that you faced growing up in Leslie County?
We really didn't have a whole lot of difficulties, honestly. We, like I said, there was so much support from the community and, from my parents and everything. I didn't really face a whole lot of difficulties. I think, maybe athletically a little bit, because I was from such a small town, that it took a little while to get kind of noticed on a national level. But I think, because this was before social media, was around, or computers, cell phones, any of that kind of stuff. So, it was really just kind of word of mouth, back then, that hey, there's this kid down here in Eastern Kentucky kind of thing. But, so probably that was kind of the most difficult part, is kind of breaking through that and kind of getting more recognized on a national scale. But, okay. But yeah, that was probably the part I had to work through the most, I would say.
Okay, so our goal with the Place team is to help our community thrive. So do you have any suggestions on how we can do that?
I think just encouraging people, like we talked about earlier, just encouraging people to set goals for themselves and have a clear vision of what it is you want to achieve in life. I think that's and this town is so community driven. I think everyone supports each other and pulls for each other and wants to see you have success. So I think just like I said, just setting those goals and working every day to achieve them.
I thought you were going to talk about the commercial.
Oh,
yeah.
I love your McDonald's commercial.
Oh, y'all found that?
The seesaw part is my favorite.
Okay.
With the bobblehead.
I haven't seen that one in a while, but yeah, I remember that one.
Do
Yeah.
you still have a bobblehead?
I do. I've got a whole box full of them in storage down in my basement somewhere.
Sorry. This question isn't on here, but I think I want to ask you, if you had one word to describe Leslie County, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would probably say community. I think it's a very community-driven place where, like we talked about, the support that they give these, all of our sports teams, football team, basketball team. It's just, that's mainly what I remember growing up here, was just how community-oriented everything was and how everyone tried to help each other. And, that's the kind of values I like in a town. People looking out for one another, you can trust each other and supporting you and encouraging you to chase your dreams and giving you every opportunity to do that. So, yeah, I'd probably say community stands out the most to me.
Well, thank you for taking the time out of your day to talk to us. We really
Thank
appreciate it.
you so much. Y'all did a great job.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Good job, girls.
All right. Good job. It was really good. Yeah, let's do it.